What's up, everybody? It's your boy Victor A Dawson coming back at you with some more content, sweetie. And yes, as you can tell from the title below, we are going to be talking about Love, Victor TV show that is now on Hulu. Now, Love, Victor is a spinoff from the hit movie Love, Simon, which came out in 2019. And it is a teen gay romance finding himself coming of age story, and we are here to talk about it. Now, before we talk about it, we can talk about that subscribe button, right? Let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know how you are feeling in these comments. And let's get this intro going so we can actually get into the video. Roll it. Alright, first of all, I just want to say thank you to whoever made this possible. Thank you to the team who made Love, Victor a reality, because we need this representation on TV. I am so happy that we have this representation on TV. Me being a gay man and a gay man of color at that, and then y'all chose a gay man of color to be the lead. Come on, Hulu. Come on, Disney. Thank you for that. Love, Victor is based off the 2018 hit movie Love, Simon, which we all know and love. If you haven't seen it, you need to get into it before you get into Love, Victor. Now, we are very much excited for this new series. I was so excited watching it. It was very thrilling. It was very nice seeing all these issues play out. Synopsis. Victor is a new student at Creekwood High School on his own journey of self-discovery, facing challenges and adjusting to home and being in a new city, and also facing issues with his sexual orientation. Now, the characters, they were perfectly crafted. Whoever did casting, y'all did a good job, because each character looked their age. You know how sometimes when you be watching TV shows and the character be playing 16 but they really 32? That's not happening in this show. I'm so glad it's not. I'm so glad they got characters that actually look their age. Now, these characters might be 20 and 30 some years old, but they actually look like they could be little 16-year-old teeny boppers walking around. They did a good job with casting. The show basically started off with Victor moving to Atlanta because his family uprooted their lives from Texas to Atlanta, and we will get into why in just a moment. Okay, he is attending Creekwood High School, the same high school that our boy Simon attended in the movie Love, Simon. While we watch his family get adjusted to this new life, they introduce his first real friend, Felix. Felix is that guy. Let me tell you, Felix is my favorite character, hands down. The guy who plays Felix's name is Anthony Turtle. Sir, you portrayed that character well. He is very caring of what Victor needs. He is very willing to listen to what he needs. And everybody needs a friend like Felix. Even though Felix was a little intrusive, who isn't sometimes? And I love that character. So in the beginning of the show, Victor basically finds Simon's Instagram via DM. They are messaging, and Victor is letting Simon have it at first. Victor is like, look, let me tell you something. You are lucky that your parents were so accepting, because mine aren't that way. My family isn't that way. And he was basically catching Simon up on how lucky he is. And I was here for it, because I'm glad they are showing that some parents do not agree. And hell, if we're gonna be honest, most parents don't agree with your child being anything different from straight, and they need to change. If you're dealing with that now, I am so sorry, and trust me, you will prevail, because that right there needs to change. It is 2020. We are like who we want to like. If I wanna do this with so and so, it don't matter. Okay, so get into it and get into this show if you want to see representation like that. While going to the school, he gets the layout of the place and realized people were still in the know about Simon's big, moments from the Love, Simon movie. I loved how they brought back original characters from the movie, because it made it a nice tie-in. It actually got you thinking about the movie as well, and it's just nice to see the story continue, basically. Like, we see the drama teacher who is now the principal, and we see Simon eventually. Thank God they put him in the show, and we see Simon's boyfriend, so I'm glad that they brought those characters to life. Simon, when he attended Creekwood High, he immediately started to find friends like Lake and Mia. Simon actually liked Mia, played by Rachel Hilson, who we love because Homegirl was on This Is Us, and we love us some This Is Us. She played Randall's girlfriend. If you're not into This Is Us, get into her. I'm telling you. So much that they actually became an item eventually. So it's nice to see him actually do options, not just only he's learned about being gay, he's actually finding out what he actually liked in the beginning. Mia's best friend, Lake, who is played by B. Baby would. Her character was nice to see unravel as she dealt with not being accepted for being herself by her mom and the anxiety of what other people think of her. It was very nice seeing them portray her character out and nice to see what happened with her. Now, when watching the trailer, I thought that he was going to find out he was gay a lot sooner than he did. He didn't really start to find out until towards the end of it, which is okay because I actually like that as well, because we actually got to see him find out who he is, find out what he likes by, you know, dating Mia. And then, of course, we're going to introduce the character Benji. That was the main guy that he was in love with. He loved him some Benji. He had the best crush on Benji. Benji was like that all around, like, jock looking type, but he was basically like the bad boy who, you know, all the girls like or something like that, but he was gay, so, you know, the gays had their own bad boy. Benji was played by the actor George Sear, and he did a fabulous job at that. Alright, this show basically takes you through everything high schoolers go with. It's a teen drama, so you see lies, you see bullying, you see it's people dealing with, you know, anxiety, you see backstabbing, you see gossip. So I mean, it was like your typical high school drama when you see it at that aspect. But I do say I was so happy that Disney decided to give this to Hulu, because, you know, Disney Plus act like they too family friendly to put this on their platform. And I mean, Disney, you own Hulu too, so what's the problem? But I mean, hey, that's rich people problems. I don't know, I'm just here reviewing it. All I see is you could have put it on Disney Plus, because to me it looked like Disney Plus needs to have something like this on their screen so these parents can get in check and know that this is normal and this ain't no weird thing. Anyway, Victor is getting adjusted to the school, and the first event that he went to was the Winter Wonderland Festival. Now, if you've seen the movie, you already know that the Winter Wonderland Festival was where Simon finally met his boo thing. They kissed, and now they are together, and it was the whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Now, it was very nice seeing them incorporate that in the beginning of the show, because it was just a nice little run-on from the movie, and it was the perfect way to me to start off the show. While he was there, you know, he rode the Ferris wheel with old girl Mia, because, you know, he actually liking her. He don't know what he like yet, and he actually rode it with her. They flirting again. They love flirt thing situation. I was here for it. Now, let's get into these parents. His parents, on the other hand, they are a whole nother story, because we actually get to why he was actually there in the first place, why his family uprooted. His parents, who was played, his mother Isabel, who is played by the beautiful Anna Ortiz, and we know her from Ugly Betty because she did her thing and that. And then his father, Armando, is played by, what's his name, James Martinez. And we know James Martinez, well, I know James Martinez from Once Upon a Time, or not Once Upon a Time, One Day at a Time. And this isn't his first time dealing with, you know, playing the role of the parent who doesn't really accept the whole gay or LGBT situation. Anyway, his mother cheated on the father, and then the father found out and beat up the person who she cheated with, which was his boss. So that's why they left, because he got fired, and that's why they had to come up here to Atlanta to get a new little job, because the father was too busy throwing hands. But eventually the dad forgives the mom. But it's just nice seeing them portray, you know, the people going through stuff in marriages. It was nice seeing them portray that. But when those kids found out, they definitely gave their opinion on what and how they felt about the situation. The show also deals with people not being so accepting of LGBTQ plus people, meaning like Victor's family. There was episodes where Victor's family pulled up to the scene, and grandpa or the dad was not having that, you know, he was friends with gay people, and they thought it was rude. It was just nice seeing, you know, Victor stand up for his friends. That was a good thing, because, you know, you got to check these parents these days. These parents be acting out now, because they be acting like it's not 2020 and you don't see gay everywhere. We are everywhere, honey, and we are not going anywhere. Do you understand me? Now, back to Victor. Victor and Benji, they are, you know, flirting with each other low-key. Benji got his own little boyfriend over here, so, you know, he's not supposed to be, you know, flirting with anybody. But if you watch the show, you see them flirt all the time, because they work together at the little coffee shop, and they're just so cute together. Benji was like that little jock, and Victor is just crushing over him, and then Benji was actually crushing on Victor, but they didn't want to do anything because they didn't know what each other were. And it was just so nice, because everybody who has dealt with that knows that is stressful. Do you understand? That is so stressful. So it was so nice to see that representation on screen. Oh, I'm so happy that this show exists. Okay, so basically Victor day by day is finding himself out more and more, and one day him and Benji actually need to go on a little trip, and that's when things got spicy. Okay, when they went on that trip, that's when everything got a little heated. So they go on this road trip to do something with this coffee machine. I wasn't really paying attention to all that. I was paying attention to the relationship. And then Victor and Benji was feeling each other so much so that Victor finally decided to give him a little smooch. And that's what took it off for me, because the nervousness that they portrayed, the characters did a good job, because the nervousness that you feel when you like got a little crush, but you don't know if that crush is gonna take it, the way you want them to take it. And then Benji was a little held off about it because Benji got a little dude, but everybody knew that you wouldn't stand that dude, because you wouldn't stand that dude when you was lying about y'all need to going back the way you need to go. You wouldn't stand that, was you, Benji? No, you was stunned about getting up on Victor's lips. That's what you were doing. So Victor did what he thought he needed to do, and then it started a whole bunch of chaos, and Victor got all discombobulated, just like we all did when we dealt with that. And that's okay, Victor, because he talked it out with Simon, and then he eventually tried to go find Simon. After him freaking out about that, he told Simon that he was coming to New York and see him. The whole time, Simon and Victor have been direct messaging, because Simon is like that fairy gay mother to him. He's helping him out with everything that he needs to know about being gay and coaching him through life. When he traveled to New York, he got to experience how it's like being different at another state, and that episode alone was so nice to see. It was definitely nice to see Simon and his boyfriend and all of the friends show Victor that it is okay to be whoever you want to be. And I wish I had a group like that could coach me through that when I was 16. Of course, the show dealt with bullies. We had this one major bully named Andrew, played by Mason Gooding. He bullied, and then he realized that he didn't want to be portrayed as that, and it was nice to see him, finally realize he don't want to be a bully, because if he stayed being a bully, I wanted Victor to beat that ass. But you know what? I don't condone fighting, on this channel, but I'm tired of bullies. Bullies need to go somewhere. They ain't nothing but some little haters because they ain't you. So bullies, back the hell up. When Victor returned to Atlanta, he came out to his friend Felix, and Felix accepted him in that scene alone, watching Felix give him that good hug of assurance, and that I'm still your dude, I still love you, I'm still your friend. It was so nice to see that on screen, because so many people get so scared to tell their friends or what their friends would think. Your friends shouldn't care. If they're a true friend, they shouldn't care, and if they do care, it's time to move on and walk the hell out. Now, one character I do wish had a little more storyline was Victor's sister, Pilar. Now, Pilar, she wasn't really on the show like that. We saw her, but we didn't really see her. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, her character alone, she was mad about moving, but that was it. That was all her character was about, just mad about moving, and she was rebelling. I wanted to see more info on what her character gives, but hopefully in season 2, which it better be one, hopefully in season 2 we see her come into her own or something like that. I also appreciated Mia's character, because Mia's character deals with not really having a dad due to him being gone so much because of work. I think he was like a university president or something, and he was gone so much of work, so she was in that big house by herself, and her mom wasn't in her life, because her mom basically, the way she portrayed it, her mom basically didn't even want that life of having a child and a husband, so she left from jump. And then dad comes in with this whole new girlfriend, and now they get married, and then the girlfriend pregnant, and it was just a whole slew. So I understand her role and why she was mad, and I'm glad that she portrayed that well. Mad teenager. Who wouldn't be mad when when daddy pull up to the scene with a whole new girl, and we get married, and now there's a baby, and you expect me to just be okay with it, and you expect me just to like that? No, I don't like that. I feel you, Mia. Get mad, girl. Get mad. I'm mad too. Mia was already dealing with so much, because her and Victor are an item. They dating, they doing what they gotta do, and then she found out he gay at the end. Dog, you gonna put all this pressure on her, and she ain't gonna have no attitude? I understand, Mia, girl. I understand you, girl. I understand your character. Now, towards the end of the show, it left us with a big cliffhanger of Simon basically coming out to all of his family members at once, and then the show cut off. Now, the show know they wrong, because they know I'm ready to see what happened. They know I'm ready to see why the family was mad, why the family, how they reacted. Hopefully some of them are okay, but we already know probably that dad and that mom gonna be confused, because they already dealing with, separating. Oh yeah, they eventually separated. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, they eventually separated, because that was just too much for the dad and the mom to handle. She can't trust him, he can't trust her. It was just a whole blah, 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 blah. It was a mess. The show brought so many topics to the forefront, and I am here for all these topics that they were bringing in. They brought very much topics that we need to talk about today in life, and this show, it needs to keep happening. Let me tell you, they need to keep bringing out shows like this to get these people who don't accept us in their brain and understand that it is real out here in this world, and we are going through real challenges just like other people do, okay? So get to treating us normally, all right? That's all I have for this show, you guys. If you want to know know more about the show, then you need to watch it. I already gave y'all some spoilers. Y'all need to go up in there and watch it and do what y'all got to do anyway, okay? I only came to talk a little bit, okay? I didn't come to do all this talking. I didn't try to be on this screen for too long. So if you want to get into Love, Victor, what you need to get into, it's on Hulu right now. You need to go in and purchase your Hulu plan. It ain't that expensive. Go on and buy a plan. Do the free trial. Do something and watch Love, Victor, and tell me what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video with me, you guys. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to subscribe, sweetie. Please don't forget to like, and please also comment. Also, follow me on all my social medias at Victor A Dawson. And you guys, are we done? I mean, I'm done, but you can't be done because I got over 100+ videos for you to go watch. Go look at some reactions. Go get your gig. You know, it's late, it's night, or it's morning, whatever time you watching it. I'm just saying, you don't got to get off the channel, but you got to get off this video. Bye, guys.